Earth's atmosphere is the invisible engine that keeps us alive. Right now, oxygen makes up just 21% of the air we breathe. But imagine that number suddenly rising to 35%. A world where every breath feels richer, cleaner, and far more dangerous. Because increased oxygen doesn't just make life stronger, it makes the entire planet explosive. The change begins instantly. Humans feel it first. Your lungs absorb more oxygen with every inhale. Your muscles respond with more power. You feel energized, sharper, faster. Athletes would see their limits shatter overnight. A simple jog would feel effortless. Lifting weights becomes easier. Endurance skyrockets. The world feels supercharged. But this new strength comes with a hidden cost. Your heart must work harder to process the flood of oxygen. Cells begin to age faster. DNA suffers increased oxidative stress. What looks like a gift becomes a slow, invisible danger. But humans aren't the first to transform. Insects change immediately. They don't need lungs. They absorb oxygen directly through their bodies. And in a world with more oxygen, they grow. Fast. In prehistoric times, when oxygen was close to 35%, dragonflies had wingspans over 2 feet wide. Now that world returns. Spiders triple in size. Beetles become palm-sized tanks. Centipedes stretch across living room floors. The world doesn't just feel alive, it feels oversized. And it grows more dangerous every day. Plants react next. More oxygen means faster combustion. A single spark multiplies into a roaring inferno in seconds. Wildfires become nearly impossible to contain. Forests turn into massive natural fuel sources. A lightning strike that once burned a few acres now consumes entire landscapes. Firefighters face conditions no human technology is prepared for. Cities surrounded by forests, Los Angeles, Sao Paulo, Sydney, stand on the edge of permanent disaster. The world begins to burn, but even the oceans feel the change. Marine life absorbs oxygen through water, and with more of it, many species thrive. Fish grow larger, some predators become faster and more aggressive. Deep-sea creatures move into shallower waters. Ecosystems shift overnight. What once was stable becomes unpredictable. Now the atmosphere itself becomes unstable. Higher oxygen levels change how storms behave. Lightning becomes more frequent. Thunderstorms become more violent. The increased conductivity of the air creates more electrical discharge. Bolts of lightning strike in rapid sequence. Storm clouds glow brighter with constant flashes. A world with more oxygen becomes a world of constant storms. Human civilization now faces the hardest challenge: survival in a world that wants to ignite. Manufacturing becomes more dangerous. A small electrical malfunction can cause an instant factory-wide explosion. Airplanes face increased fire risk at high altitudes. Even everyday objects, stoves, heaters, wires, become threats. Hospitals struggle as oxygen toxicity becomes more common. Premature infants, elderly people, and those with lung conditions face deadly complications. Oxygen therapy becomes risky. Medical science must adapt fast, but the atmosphere keeps changing faster. Over the next months, as plants overproduce oxygen and burn more frequently, the planet enters a violent cycle. Forests grow faster. Forests burn faster. Ash blocks out sunlight. Fires return the next season. Nature becomes a repeating loop of growth and destruction. The planet becomes louder, brighter, more chaotic. Insects dominate ecosystems. Predators grow stronger. Fires reshape continents. Humans cling to fire-resistant megacities as rural areas become nearly uninhabitable. 35% oxygen turns Earth into a world of supercharged life and supercharged destruction. A world that feels alive in ways we can't imagine, and a world capable of burning itself to ash in moments. All of this from a single change in our atmosphere. A reminder that the air we breathe is not just life, it is balance. And if that balance shifts, even by a little, the entire planet transforms.